It's okay. Off your mind, it's okay. Off your mind,
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk through to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun Diary Politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not the off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Can in the touchlight every corner, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind, but thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun Diary Politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not the off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He do they talk. Say Maiyegun Diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Woman picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make you shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun Diary Politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This man not the off in mind.
Hello there.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ dódódódó. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number one.
Good morning to you, good afternoon to you, and good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. This is Maiyegun Live.
Maiyegun ti dé o, ọ̀rẹ́ ara yìí. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number one. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube.
I started this with the Facebook, right? But because of the last time, I quickly observed that they've suppressed the view again. So there's no point. So I've cut the Facebook out of this. So if you are kind of those who watch this on Facebook, join us on YouTube. This is where we're going to be. Yes, you too. Read the caption of this broadcast. Invite your friends, invite your not so friendly friends, and tell them Maiyegun today.
Ani Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ dódódódó. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun
Yes. We are doing a catch-up tonight because I missed the night, which means we have enough to cover, even if it's just going to be a gist. Read the caption, read the description, invite those who should be here. That means share the broadcast.
And yes, we like
Politico.
Glory YouTube. And yes, we like Oh, Baba and yes, we like DJ Daddy, and yes, we like
Reactions have been following the tribunal judgment in Nigeria. A lot of people are still kind of expressing their own disappointment in the abuse of the the judicial power of these guys who never really looked into any evidence against Kolu concerning the elections, and all of the other reactions following. So with the Wike and others too are also reacting, but this time around is kind of like telling the story in a way. They are now doubling down on gaslighting everyone who continue to voice out on the charade you call the elections, by the way. Like people know. So of course, they said in Nigeria, the best, or should I say the hardest or the toughest rigger always wins. So if you don't understand that, don't go into it. All right. But when even with all those who are like career politicians or the establishment, got shaken to their marrow to the point that they have to resort to violence, intimidation, and falsification, and the rest of all of that, right? So this is where Wike coming back to dump all of that on the majority of you, especially the Obidients. I know they blame you for almost everything because you are the ones who came to disrupt their political space. But here is where Wike, after meeting with Obasanjo in London and Peter Obi in London, that was last year. From what he said he knew Peter Obi would never win because in Nigeria politics, it is beyond, according to he said, the young people wanted a sort of a generational change in leadership. But the truth of the matter is that that is not how politics works in Nigeria. Reverting back to the traditional criminal career politics that they play, by the way. So I have that. I have, do you know that in Nigeria, if you offend people in government and they can't find you, they can arrest a member of your family and keep them hostage until you show up. And there is no court in Nigeria that can actually change that, even though it is illegal, or it is like normal. Nigeria police arrested the brother to a publisher, of this issue of judiciary. Everybody is saying all manner of things. So before the judgment was delivered, there were publications which started like a normal, what do you call it, a rumor. Fashola and then this or that were named as those who were writing the results of the election petition tribunal. Now, when a publisher published that, like a blog, it kind of riled Fashola up. That Fashola wrote a petition, which I believe he didn't, just a phone call. And within 24 hours, they tracked down somebody they called the brother to the publisher of the content that said Fashola and others were writing the tribunal judgment. After denying it, they went as far as tracking down the publisher, but they couldn't find him. So they found his brother and they have kept him in their custody for the past 28 days. 3 court judgments said he should be let go. He is not the one you wanted. Police kept him because the power that be wanted him in detention. I have that tonight. So, where would you like us to start from? Even though I'll be the one to decide where. I think we should start from India. Or no, let's start from Wike. Because Kolu is in India, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, what Kolu said he went for G20 is only starting today. But Kolu has been in India for the past 4 days, or 3 days. He's been in India since Tuesday. So he kind of has few engagements, met billionaire, Indian billionaire, met Indian investors, like all those normal packaging, foreign trip, right? Kind of, right? Then the Kolu met with Nigerians in India, and he decided to motivate them. So for the first time, how many of you watching me right now knew that Tinubu was once a security guard in America when he was a student? He told his story. He told them, he said, I am a great man today, from a security guard to president in Nigeria today. And it was kind of motivational. So all of you who don't like to see his face, maybe this one is something you have to give, a kind of a pass. You have to see the face, okay? In India. And I've got more gist, but like I said, I'm going to pick them as they come. Let's go and check on Wike, who is now asking PDP to expel Tambua, to expel Atiku, if they want him to help them rebuild PDP against next election. Do you see this? Do you see how this clownery is still clowning? Abi? These are the leaders of Nigeria. But before we get to that, there is some, okay, hang on. After Wike, I want to take you back a bit to something. Mr. Tanko Technicality, I just want to bring that back to your consciousness again, okay? So with Wike, what do you say about the PDP that was meant to be your party that you pledged fraudulently that whoever became your presidential candidate at the time, you would support him because you were banking on Tambua? Tambua betrayed Wike, and Wike became a lunatic since then. But he got rewarded. He is sitting today as the FCT Minister of Nigeria, okay? While PDP and the entire PDP structure have no clue what the future holds for them. But to Wike, if you want a better future, you have to start with this, to PDP.
Who have not even taken the pains to attend the tribunal sitting one day, but they are there carrying propaganda. You can imagine how would PDP have won the election when you fail to consider the mood of the nation at that time? How would they have won the election? Look at the areas that PDP didn't win. What happened? Because of arrogance, because of greed, because of impunity. If PDP have done what they're supposed to do, then you would have thought about that.
Not because of some of you who worked against
the PDP. For some of us who feel that there should be equity, there should be justice, there should be fairness. And that's why I'm calling the National Working Committee. They should, with all matter of urgency, suspend the presidential candidates, suspend people like Abuni Tabor, suspend people like Sule from the party, so they can rebuild the party.
What about you? People are calling for your own suspension and even expulsion.
No, they know that I didn't do anything wrong. They should even congratulate us for fighting for equity, justice, and fairness in this
against the will of the party.
Against the will of Nigerians.
Would you help PDP for a rebuilding process?
What did I tell you there? These people are those who are killing the party. You have an opportunity to take over power out of your own arrogance and impunity. You gave it away. And you are not saying it is not the will of Nigeria. The will of Nigeria is only when it is you. No, Nigerians are spoken. The court have affirmed it.
Since you were talking about the...
So, he's still standing on his own stand, which is the sellable point. He kind of always push. Sure, you get, like, Atiku and PDP, they got it wrong. When Buhari from northern Nigeria was about completing his own 8 years, and Atiku from northern Nigeria want to replace Buhari, like what kind of equity and whatever is that? All right. So he's banking on that. Then Shehu kind of probed him further, like, okay, if you are talking about the Southern presidency, that's the reason why you would never, ever have worked with your... So what happened to the other Southern presidential candidate, Obi? And his response here.
Since you were talking about the equity and fairness, and for that president should come from the South, would you have thought about working with Peter Obi, since he's also...
No, I know. I know that he wouldn't win election. Let me tell you, see, I'm a realist. And that's why you should praise INEC. That they would not have said, okay, 100 no. But for me, with the way the election went, it was a tough election. I give it to INEC. It was a tough election. There's no way. I've been in this game for how long? Very long. It's not about you. Only you can be a good material, right? But again, the reality of Ghana at that time appeared not to be favorable to you.
So you think Peter Obi could not have muscled win an election in 2023 election?
No, I can tell you that, no. Forget about sentiment, I can tell you that. Yes, as a young man, people would have preferred that. But look at how the vote went. What happened in the North? What happened in the North?
Are you surprised on how much votes that Peter Obi got? Do you think that we would have muscled those kind of votes?
Let me tell you. That's why you see, there's this generational change. The young people, I say, look, we're tired. Right? So the only hope they were having is going to be as a young person or as a younger person compared to all the other candidates. But unknown to them, that is not the reality of Nigerian politics. They didn't take into cognizance ethnicity is a factor. They didn't take into cognizance religion is a factor. Not only competence. That is the reality of Nigerian politics.
So Peter Obi is competent.
I have never said he's not competent, there's all of them are competent. That's when Nigerians made a choice.
If Peter Obi run in 2027,
I don't know.
You think he has a good chance?
We don't know who they are alive, who know they are alive. This is about, we don't know who they are alive. So the issue of what we're talking about this one now. We are now going to 2027. So I don't want to talk about one thing I've never, and which I've told my people, don't allow so much influence of this social media. So much lies are told. So much lies. There are things people come and show me. I just shake my head. It is not about whether you're happy. It's about, did you comply with what the law says? It's not about whether you're happy. It's not about whether your people or your social media handlers and Twitter handlers are happy or not. That's not the issue. The issue is, did you comply?
They have the right to go to the Supreme Court.
Why not?
So when they go to the upstairs, are you worried that the Supreme Court might deviate from the position of the trial court?
You know, if you know those you are dealing with, if I say, I'm not worried, they'll say, oh, we are not even going, you knew. They know what they're doing. You know, I know these people. I know them. They are propagandists. They can turn white to black. And you think that it is real. They pick on anything and adumbrate it. Say, look at it. Who said it? Look at what you are saying. Look at what the Justice didn't say. In the program. What did she say? Now look, what is all this? Intimidating judge, allow them to do their work. At the end of the day, you cannot say whatever you want to say. This is not the style we should go for what happened.
That is really wicked. You see, all of us who were alive, who saw pre-election, during election, and post-election, right before your very eyes, they are wiping all of that away to something else like, I knew it would never win. Competence is, competency is not actually anything in Nigeria. He made that clear. Ethnicity and religion. Look at the North. Ethnicity and religion. It's not about competence, and it's about time. When the time work against you, you just have to take it. Not we supervising a divisive election. There are people where the same social media that they are so afraid of. It's on this same social media that we have seen them asking their fellow Lagos Abobakus to Yoruba Ronu, Igbos must go, Yoruba Omo Alays, and these all many other things that happened. In Rivers State, how they beat INEC officials bloody because they won't give the result sheet to where the Wike's agents. Abba. You saw the video at your polling unit, voting centers, where thugs were saying, if you are not going to vote for APC, don't come out at all. You better go back to your houses. So, and all of you are following them to say, how is he expected to win? He's no, who is he, except the Igbos who are going to vote for him and the rest of things you are telling yourself, because in another few months, these are going to be the narrative. You're going to be hearing them say, how did you expect him to win? He could not even win this. He could not do this. He could not do. They will not tell you every other thing. Because a lot of you too who are suffering from the Stockholm syndrome, with the Wike and Co. They are masters in the game, something they've been doing for years. But I wish all of this they are doing is to, at the end of the day, give you good governance. They won't give you good government. Like, imagine people having to do all of these evil things to their fellow selves, their fellow Nigerians, for power. Now you have the power, okay? And you couldn't even give the people the good government. And what is good government, by the way? Policies. Abi? And so far, so good. Look at these guys. So they are changing the narratives little by little. A lot of you are going to join them soon, because they will be repeating it. For example, on social media, you are threatening the judge. I've never seen anything like that. How could you be threatening the judges on social media? You are criticizing Nigerian judges on social media. No way. You can't do that. Once you do that, it simply means you are coming for the establishment. So the judges they will bind together and they will protect the establishment, because they too, according to Wike, they are worried. But not that they are kind of not in control, lost control, but to show all of you that there is always going to be, anyway, here is where he's gaslighting you, the Obidients, and it's like him speaking the mouth of the millions of their own sellers too. This is not the first time I'm hearing this.
Bailies who have not even taken the pains to attend the tribunal sitting one day, but they are there carrying propaganda. You can imagine how we have resorted to intimidating judges just to get judgment favorable to us. I have never seen in this world. If I watch a video where a pastor put the pictures of all the justices in fact benders and was telling his congregation to pray against them. Look at how the level has degenerated. A pastor taking the names of the justices, of the pictures, and people are happy. You can see what people are doing, putting adverts on the road. The world is watching you. What kind of intimidation is that? Judgment has not been given. People are coming to protest in Abuja.
You don't think it's because of a kind of distrust in the judiciary that led to that?
What distrust? That's intimidation. What is the distrust? If you think we have to show it is that will change their mind. Does it make sense? If you know you have that distrust, why do you go to the tribunal in the first place? If I don't have confidence, why should I go? These are just mere blackmail. We know what they're doing. Just mere blackmail. So you're not going to the Supreme Court. I did not part of the judiciary. So it doesn't make sense. Look, these cases are not won by what you say in the media. Or, again, let me tell you, I think part of the problem we have are also our lawyers. I can tell you authoritatively, I know one of the lawyers of PDP there who wants to be the Attorney General if Atiku is elected or Atiku is declared winner. To him, it doesn't matter whatever perspective you bring. What he enjoys is that what he knows that, as far as concerned, whatever law he thinks he will present, that will make Atiku the president, that's it. Even if he's wrong. So when he...
Do you get that? You obedient, you are putting billboard on the road, saying the world is watching you, all eyes on judiciary, all eyes on judiciary. What are you going to do? That's what you were saying there. Of course, somebody is also asking, like, well, it's a fact, so, like, there's nothing we can do. Like, people are already, like, hands down. You know what I mean? Ah, man, they will walk your brains. Even though I believe that a lot of you are really, really stubborn. You see, this social media is the #1 enemy of the Nigerian establishment, whether PDP, APC, religious body, and the rest of them, the establishment all combined. Social media is a big, big threat. You know what I mean? Like, they believe that because of your number and the kind of traffic that a lot of us actually controls, it gives us some power that take the power out of their hand. And no bully would like to be bullied. Do you know that? What Nigerian establishment is experiencing right now is when they come out to say, you asking questions, okay, or criticizing them without praising them. Normally, they expect you to praise them, okay? And if you criticize them, even if you have to criticize them publicly, they will still kind of expect you to be their friends, okay? Secretly, like behind the scene. So that's how they kind of have held control. But you see, with social media, Nigerian establishment that is the most bullish establishment you can actually encounter, if I have to tell you. All right? In practice, Nigeria system, Nigeria politicians, Nigerian government, and their agents, they are the agents of violence, intimidation, and bully. They threaten you. They threaten all of us all the time. If we catch you, do you know you can be prosecuted? Like, it's always threats. Because Nigeria is a place where Of course, election may come, then after elections, right, they expect everybody to kind of file up and line and queue behind them like that. Just obey before complain. But social media gave us this power, and they call it propaganda. It is not. The number one propagandist is government. Okay, do you know that? Government hold the tools of brainwashing the people. Okay? Government hold the tools of controlling the mind of the people through so many mechanisms, including economy. You know, number one tool they use in controlling all of us is economy. But even within that space, they still have to use religion. They still have to use other things to control your mind, to control your doings. And every step of the way, there are always going to be people who are going to say, no, just jump out of the queue. No, I'm not going to obey that queue. I'm not going to obey that order. No, I'm not obeying it. People like us who will never sing their praises. But with social media, a lot of us have gained a lot of power that what is actually lacking, especially in Nigeria of today, is the coordination of that power. We have so much power with this social media, and the government that is number one bullish, element. They are now worried that we are bullying them on social media. They said everything we say, like as you are watching me right now, they are telling their mumuns, the unboot slaves, that people like me are just troublemakers for asking them to demand for what is right. Do you understand? And according to them, they will say, oh, it's everything. They will take any small thing. They will make it big. For example, let's say somebody stole this money. They say, but how much is the money? Oh, they made it look so big. Because they want to create problems. And do you know why they are afraid of social media? It's because they have no control over it. And it's painful. In Nigeria, the Nigeria media have always been like, if not all, nearly, all of them are quite under the control and chain mechanism of different agents of government, and they control what they share with the general public. So information is luxury in Nigeria, and the government is the chief spreader of misinformation. Let me give you an example. If I tell you, or hang on, if when Bokwari was there, so if Bokwari says we are going to complete 2 refineries before the end of the year, and we are committing $1 billion to refurbish the refineries to bring them back to start working. If I come out to say that is a lie, is a fraud, their intention is not to give you refineries at the end of the year. They're actually planning to steal the money. Who would you believe? The president of Nigeria that publicly addressed you and said, I am going to deliver 2 refineries at the end of the year. And my engineers, everybody have assured me. So we are coming back here to come and open these refineries at the end of the year. And me, Maiyegun, with supposed little information, Abi, and my own information is coming. It's not coming from hearsay or projection. It's coming from what that criminal just read to you. When you look at the document, backing the nonsense he just told you, there is nowhere in that document that says they will deliver your refineries by the end of the year. Okay? So he's lying. He's giving you misinformation. So government is the chief sharer of misinformation. So they can easily take a 360 degree turn. So at the end of the year, when you ask them, where are the refineries? They will tell you. They didn't promise you end of the year. They just said the refineries will be delivered. And you'll be like, but here is a video that said end of the year. Then they will say, why are you kind of agent provocateur? We didn't say the refinery is not ongoing. We are still working on it. So why are you kind of asking questions about why didn't we deliver it in December? They don't like that. So if, and you know, social media, right? One thing about social media is that I will be talking about it. So would probably like another 10,000 people. 10,000 people from different platforms are also talking about it, asking questions. Okay, go and drag out the Minister of Power. Oh yeah, come, Minister of Power, Minister of Petroleum. Come and tell us about this or that. So when you begin to drag them out like that, they call it bullying. You are bullying them. Do you understand? Why are you bullying the minister? Well, the president said he would deliver the power by the end of the year. Isn't that misinformation? So that is why they wanted to be at the front of it, but they are already late. Do you understand? Social media is so exposed now. I know they still have their mugus, they still have their mumus. As poverty continues to increase in Nigeria, they continue to still see their mumus who still listen to them. They pretend to listen to them, not because they believe them. A lot of you don't believe all these guys, so I know you come here to come and let us give them time. Shut up your mouth and every other thing you say to me. I agree. You mostly are saying them because of what you stand to benefit from them, either directly or indirectly, but you know they are lying. They are not bringing anything. So if Tifnumbu says, oh, I'm coming to come and create a kiniko job, then I look at all of the states. I mean, I look at all of the documents or whatever that is backing the nonsense he just said. And I come out and said, he is lying to you. I mean, come on now. He just said he's going to do it. Give him time. And I'm like, don't give him time. The only time you are giving them is to perfect the stealing. They are not, see, go and read it, go and check it. They are lying. So I will be a bad boy or a bad guy because what I'm saying is, it's yet to happen. But the liar there, the government, will now go and look for me and say, I am a propaganda because I'm telling you the government is lying to you. They're going to steal the money. So when they finally steal the money, you are used to that. You are just going to be like, that's what they do. Very, very unfortunate people. They've looted the money again. How much this time around? $11 billion. I know. Obasanjo also looted 16 billion. That's what they always do. Okay? So, a lot of you expect them to. And then you begin to ask that, why are you investing in social media to lie to people when you know that, you can't win? Let me tell you something. The criminals in Nigeria are easy to predict. It just depends on where your mind is. A lot of you think talking about these guys is about, what do you call it? Some of you think it's about hating them. Some of you think it's about, what other excuses do people give? Some other flimsy nonsense that they give. Is it because? No. If they are doing the right thing, listen, there is no way, all right? There is no way that anybody will kind of be able to criticize them without you having to say, shut up your mouth, man. Come on, man. No. I disagree with you on that. So when you have a system where the criminals in Nigeria have perfected a sort of an art or a scheme of government, it's like a scheme or scam, okay? What happened is this. They have no idea of how to actually start human development, like human capital development, so to say, developing their own citizens and remain so consistently and build a system over building their own people, where wealth is genuinely created through a system that reward hard work per se. Not a system that reward criminality that they call smart, being smart. So what they usually do is, oh, we want to do all the rail network in Nigeria, construction, renovation, reform. They will design all of that templates. They will put together a team. Those who are going to continue to lie to you about how fantastic that idea is. They will bring Oyibo, bring everybody all together. They will cut tape here and there. They will tell you they are giving you modernized rail system in Nigeria. Obasanjo did it. Jonathan did it. Bokwari did it. Tifnumbu is going to do his own. It is called the scheme of government. It's a scam. So you can pretend to see like something is going. You know, it will soon look like something is happening. I see them now. They are already doing the train from Kogi to Lokoja, or from Kogi to Wiri. That's the first time they are doing that. So you know that they are doing something on rail. All right? You are still pushing about your locomotive dead, what do you call it, all over the place. So, and they know. So by the time you realize that, how much money have they spent on reformation of a railway? They have spent 1.2 trillion naira. Where is the reformation? Uncompleted. Oh, we are going to do 10,000 kilometers of road across Nigeria, all the highways, all the kiniko. So they will now pick one. East-West Road, Lagos Ibadan Expressway, Kaduna Abuja Expressway, Maiduguri, Kaduna kiniko Road. They will now start, they will list them. You'll be like, oh, more. Man, if they can just do all these roads alone, if now only these roads last song that Obasanjo complete, Nigeria will not remain the same. If now only all these roads last song that Jonathan completed last song, I mean, if he doesn't do anything again, Nigeria will be better. If now all of this highway last song that Buhari finish, Nigeria will be great. Story. But now all of them, they come with national road reformation and blah, 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 with billions and trillions and all of that. It is a scheme. It is something to make it look like they are doing something. I saw them moving trailer, trucks, all these engine machines to all the power stations. Have you noticed that power has started stabilizing in your area? Have you noticed that you are now spending more hours? They are giving you more hours. They are working. They are working. If you see the work I saw there, all is called the government scheme. It's a scam. Pretend that something is happening here. So everybody will be waiting for the completion. Hello, breaking news. We are going to fix 4 refineries this year. And this money, all engineer, all kiniko. Ajaokuta steel. Ajaokuta mill is coming back to life. Ajaokuta Roa back to life. If Ajaokuta mill is going to be supplying the steel to all Nigeria. Oh, na scam. Okay? Just put something up that looks like, if they can just do this alone, if they can just do this one alone, Tifnumbu will do his own. They will meet EU, they will meet World Bank, they will meet Africa Bank, they will meet China Bank, they will meet everybody that they should meet. They will borrow money here and there. People will visit Nigeria. Tifnumbu will visit them. They will do all of these things to make it look like they are doing something. But when you look at the people they are governing, when you look at their own GDP, the income they earn, the standard of living they are living, and all of that, you will realize that on paper, they will be telling you, Nigeria just signed $30 billion kinikon. Nigeria just blue ocean economy is going to give Nigeria all na scam. Thank God I just mentioned the blue economy. You know, they have been talking about blue economy, blue ocean economy. They said blue ocean economy is going to give Nigeria about $10 trillion. Blue ocean economy on a scam. Now, the person that they made the Minister of Transportation, that they changed to Minister of Blue Ocean Economy, Kilotinkpe, his cousin from Oshun. Oletola, that's the one in charge. Oletola now visited the Blue Ocean. How they are going to give Nigeria $10 trillion economy. So when he got there, he went for inspection. He went for this new private port that they gave to all these Lebanese and Dangote at Lekki, all those places. They went there, they took tour, they took pictures, took everything. When he was going, when he got back to wherever he came from, you know what he announced? They need $900 million to refurbish Nigeria ports. Nigeria no get 900 million dollars. So they will need to go and borrow that money and share it. But you will think they are taking $900 million to come and do one blue ocean economy for you that is going to create 100 million jobs and every other lie they told, they are telling you right now. I have seen this before. I have seen a lot of this. So that is the kind of criminals you have. And when you talk about that, they will say, don't listen to them. They don't understand politics. They are just there to criticize, and they are bullying us on social media. They think they can do anything and say anything, and then the judges will believe them. All those kind of a proper, it's called the proper brain twisting, brain kind of watching, Before you know it, all of you begin to say that too. All of you are just shouting on social media. So you want the judges to shake it, but let me tell you something, When the entire establishment is going to collapse, are you listening? The orientation, the information, and the whole process of how that is going to start and it's going to end is going to start from all this social media. It's going to be streamed live. The breakup of Nigeria, the destruction of the entire establishment that currently holds all of us kind of in that bondage. It is going to be streamed live. They know it. But for now, that's the only control that they believe is left. And if they can at least work on that in the next few months, because they're going to do that, where they can easily just, turn off your internet for no reason, just to show to you that, yes, we are in charge now. All these things you are posting on social media, all this blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? We will get you. We will track you down. We will jail you. It's a war, ladies and gentlemen. In case if you have no idea, Tifnumbu, for him on his road to power, ladies and gentlemen, Tifnumbu knew the power, the power of media. Social media wasn't a thing then. Tifnumbu bought media houses. He got some of them to fold up after buying them. He bought them so that he will be the one that is going to be the architect of his own information. Very powerful thing. This media, the moment all of you young people, all of us generally, begin to understand the power we hold with the social media and the media, we begin to stop trivializing things. We begin to stop, we stop, the moment we stop trivializing issues, the moment we stop trying to follow the kind of, debate of these criminals by using religion, ethnic, tribe, class, and every other thing they normally use, okay, to bait you. The moment you all kind of, majority of us stop taking those bait, and people begin to kind of put all of their, all of their differences aside, and begin to find a common ground. You see this social media, we shut Nigeria down. It's just brewing. And the likes of Wike knows. And I don't think it's too late now. Nobody can really. I know they are spending so much, Baba. If you know how much people these guys are paying to be working for them on social media. Ministers, he has his own social media guys. President, he has his own social media. His own guys have their own social media guys. All his personal advisors on social media, they also have their own social media guys. They are buying phones. They are doing, they are recruiting people on social media. So number one, first, continue to tell people that Tifnumbu is doing so great. Oh, if it's not because of Tifnumbu, things would have been worse than this. I told you, I said, a lot of you are going to have to get used to the new shege that Tifnumbu is introducing to you. It's never going to go down. No be so? Right now, a lot of you are now so used to whatever you are now paying for all of your essential commodities or whatever you need every day, school fees of your children, and everything you actually do every day right now. It is like, what are you going to do? Nothing. You just have to live with it. If you are going to fall into poverty, just go and pick up the humanitarian form. So they can give you 5,000 or 10,000 naira every month. That is going to be your new reality. I said that too. Nigeria is going to blow soon. No, not like that. It's not yet. You understand? It's just brewing. And you are dealing with people who understand the power of information. So, but it is still too late. Not this terrain, not this social media. Because they will be paying to do it. A lot of us are going to be doing it as we are doing it because we have to do it without expectation that somebody somewhere from one office or anywhere is going to have to pick up a bill or a tab. Or you have 10,000 naira. Or you are going to give them 100,000 naira so they can continue to tell people that no matter what they are going through right now, now sacrifice then they pay. Same way they told you under Bokwari for 8 years. They never saw that good life that they said Bokwari was bringing. They are already paying others to keep telling you the same thing. Tifnubu is different. It's going to do this. It's going to do that. No, it's not. I mean, 100% it's not. Okay. So yeah, gaslighting or not, I'll take a break with these guys in Imo before we go to India, where Tifnubu met with other Nigerians. And I didn't know he was a Negad in America, but he told his story there. Quite hilarious, by the way. But let's go to Imo State, where they are celebrating. Let's go to Benin, Edo State, where they are celebrating the wonderful nature of no, not like that. They are the wonderful nature of government failure, or should we say when nature meets failure, and then they bring out the babies in disguise from Benin.
We got a catfish for inside state road. State road, now they catch fish, so live fish. Every weekend now they go catch fish. After today we go catch again. Not be federal road. That fish you can't catch. Fish for sale. For state road. We don't catch fish. If they say me that do road, they go say na federal road, but this one is state road. Now they for they catch small fish. Anytime we want your price. But anytime we want sell fish, na federal road we dey go. We'll show you where you go pull hook. We'll show you where you go cast. We go sell who will sell? Who will buy fish? Who will buy fish?
What the fuck?
Benin people, Mokuna the show Obaseki, his own failure, maybe. I mean, I don't even know if they care, you know, like, I mean, people will tell you, Obaseki, they try. Nigerians don't need much, come be like saying na cause then cause Nigeria with leadership. Almost genuinely, what people need no much. Nigerians are naturally people that can actually do things themselves. Just provide the infrastructure, good roads, electricity. Nigerians will take care of themselves. They will create wealth themselves, like you've never seen before. But without all these facilities here and there, Baba, how person go make money in a contraption like this? Somebody sent one to me from Ibadan. Sorry if you don't understand Yoruba.
Seyi Makinde, mo ṣe video fún ẹ as a governor of Oyo State. Sori ẹ burú ni. Engineer Seyi Makinde òṣìwò náà ń pè ẹ́. Ó lọ sí school, ó studied engineer. Wo báwọn yẹn ṣe ń jìyà. Ọ̀nà táwọn èèyàn tó fi ń rí oúnjẹ ọjọ́ wọn ó bàjẹ́ for the past 4, 5, 6 months ẹ lè ṣe àwọn èèyàn bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí dààmú wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ṣubú wọ́n ń kẹsẹ̀ bọ́nú kòtò ṣé ọmọ ẹ̀ àbáwọn ẹbí ẹ̀ ṣé wọ́n ń gbarú bíbá ẹ̀. Video must be allowed. No. Why can't you tell me that video was not allowed? No. Don't tell me that. I can do the video. I'm the son of the soil. I can do whatever I like in my life. No. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. I need anything. Calm down. Don't tell me anything. I'm free to do what I want. I know there's freedom of everything. No, leave me. I don't want to talk with you. Okay, what if this place is camped? What will you do? Will you badge inside and start videoing? So how can't you talk like this? No, relax. What if this place is camped? Are you a human being? Why are you dividing them?
I'm an animal. Imagine that question.
Why can't you tell me that I should not do the video about this rubbish that people are doing? Seyi Makinde pass here. Do you see any governor that pass here? Do you see any House of Representatives pass here? And you tell me that I should not do video. For why? Can you tell me what I will do in the state that I was born?
If you are born in this state, I am also born in this state.
Yeah, so do your own, let me do my own. Don't talk to me. Do your own, let me do my own. No, you don't have right to stop me. Which right?
I have the right to stop you.
You don't have the right. This is a rubbish. For the past 5, 6 months in my life, for where I was born.
Where you were born?
Born in Ibadan here. And you tell me that I should not do the video. For what? Don't tell me that. I don't need to discuss with you again. This is rubbish. Seyi Makinde pass here. He was an engineer for what? He was an engineer for what? We are voting for them for past 8 years. They are doing nothing. Totally mess. And you are telling me that I don't have the right to do the video. What is that? So we will die on this. They are collecting the allocation. They don't do anything. And you tell me that I do not do the video. Who are you to tell me that? Seyi ori ati buru engineer shinye o. Se ori báwọn yẹn ṣe ń jìyà. And àwọn ọmọ ṣe sọ pé ká má ṣe video. You see this? Ṣé ìyàwó ọmọ ẹ̀ ṣe ń gba bíbá ẹ̀? Ó dẹ̀ ń pẹ́rẹ́ engineer. I vote fún ẹ for the 5 months. Ó ṣe títì. Àwọn èèyàn ẹ̀wọ̀n báwọn ṣe ń sọ́fà náà. Àwọn sọ fún mi pé mi gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe video. Who is Seyi Makinde? Irú rubbish wo nìyẹn? Tó bá ń jẹ́ lábẹ́ Seyi Makinde dà ẹ́ kan gbọ́ wa location wa ẹ fi ń ṣèrànù. Ẹ̀wọ̀n ṣe àwọn èèyàn lọ sínú oúnjẹ òjẹ́ wọn. Òun kọ́ mọ́ṣáláṣí òun kọ́ chọ́ọ̀chì. Ṣé ó dọwọ́ fáwọn èèyàn ni? Ìtàwọn fi ń ro oúnjẹ òjẹ́ wọn nínà. Àwọn sọ fún mi pé kí n má ṣe video. What kind of rubbish is that? Wọ́n pè é ní engineer. Sorry, for the past 6 months, ó ṣe títí ẹyọkan tó wó tì. And the one gbádùn ṣáwọn.
Like I said, Nigerians who kind of who have subjected themselves to the whim and caprices of these politicians, they are always ready to pounce on you. Why are you talking to our leader like that? Why are you addressing her? My friend, stop making video. Hey, stop recording this failure. Can't you just go to other places that he has completed and shoot and record the video? Why are you recording this one? Why are you recording the one that he has not completed? Why did you go to the, like that? And you are like, oh my God. Where do you really have to start from? It's a tough one, oh. Okay? At least it's a different story for those of you who are in Lagos, especially in the last few days. See, from my own heart to yours. I mean, from my own heart to you. It's a great experience, even though it's coming so late. But whatever is worth doing at all is worth doing well, they will say. I have seen videos of you in Lagos, experiencing the metro. Oh, a lot of you, I mean, like, seriously, if I was in Nigeria, that would be my own first time of entering a metro. I didn't enter a metro until probably 11 years ago when I got to the UK. And the experience is surreal. Don't tell anybody. I never entered a train in my life until I got to the UK. And I know some of you like that too. So yeah, it's kind of it's quite a great experience. It's coming late, but it has finally come. But using the diesel engine to drag electric metro train, that is, you know what I mean? They said it's going to be for 3 weeks, right? And the facility to power the train or the metro will be up and running. I hope so. For the time being, I mean, I join all of you. We don't enter the train to say, well, even though others may tell, what is wrong with you? Is this the first? What is, look at, is this metro? Is metro the clinical? Baba, you don't understand. You don't. I mean, let's leave everything aside, and I don't want to talk about the whole thing, about the whole story about the metro. The fact that they've turned it on and they are dragging it, and a lot of Lagosians are dragging themselves in. They have rush hour. I'll show you something. They have rush hour in Lagos, like rush hour. Yeah, open the door. Shh. I'll show you. That's their blue line. But you know, I know what you are thinking. I know what you are thinking. The Nigeria in you, I've seen a lot of things that is just not right with that video. Calm down, calm down. If I want to say that too, I would go that route, but I just don't want to. I just want you to kind of come to that aspect of those who are, come to that, the experience of those who are actually getting on that. The sad thing is, if that suddenly stops, if they can continue like that, mass transit, mass metro, build them all there, there are things I can come here and tell you that they should keep that up. Oh. I won't come here and say, well, metro in 2023. Where the rest of the... No, Baba, calm down. No, I'm from Ogun State. Oh. Here you get. In Ogun State, majority of the best road, best this, best that. Now, for pictures, we see them since the days of Benga Daniel. So I'm not going to just fully come around and say, okay, because I know the story. I know the full story about the metro. I know the years. I know what has gone into it. But finally, they turned it on, and they are dragging it with a locomotive, a diesel engine. And they said they were only doing that for 3 weeks. When their power will start, Abi. So if I was in Nigeria myself, because I happen to be a Lagosian myself. I'm a Lagosian myself. So it would have been a different experience. And then you ask them, if they keep those up and keep building and maintaining, people like me, I'm not a sadist. Do you understand? If you listen to some of my intro songs, if you do it right, Maiyegun will say it. If you do it wrong, it will never keep his mouth shut as well. That's what I do. But that one, no, I don't want to be kind of, you know what I mean? Like I saw that and I was like, ooh, that looks good. And a lot of you are there like, and the room for pickpocketing. If they will just be picking people's pockets, fine. All right. You can tell everybody that goes on to it, on it and, to keep their own belongings to their chest. So then it moved. And look at their faces. Look at their faces. Now, let's leave all of that now. Look at their faces as the train moves. So that was from Marina to Mile 2. So Marina to Mile 2 with 200 naira, you could get there. Now you see that mass transit, yeah, is what Lagos would have gotten as far back as 1984. It would have been operating in Lagos since 1984 until Boko Haram stopped it. Well, that's it. I saw that move and I was like, oh yeah, we just came back from Benin now, where people they kill catfish inside the State Road. And at the same time, we stopped by in Ibadan, where others are complaining, lamenting, and even some didn't want them to show that to the world. So why not stop in Lagos? I know you have you have so many videos of Lagos from Eko. I also have them. But for this moment, let's show what we just shown, because that is impactful. That is what you call impactful project, something that actually really impacts the lives of the people, cuts down the cost of transportation, save them money. That is impactful. It is far better than giving them handouts. So if that is improved upon, seriously, Maiyegun will never look at it and wish it bad. Just sort of. Let's go to India, where Motivational Kolu was addressing some Nigerians. But first, when he left, that was Tuesday morning, early Momo, Kolu, Japa, India. And it's been in India since that Tuesday. So yesterday, he met with Nigerians in Libya. In India. Alaye Konde tell them, say, he's a former, he said education. Education brought him to this position as president. An experience when he was a student, as a security guard. All of these things never stopped him from dreaming of becoming president or becoming great. So education is important. He was telling those Nigerians, in his own words, among other things he said, oh, come on.
Nigeria High Commissioned to the Republic of India, senior government officials, Tony Elumelu, Chief Emeka, Ajiabola Shagaya, Chief Dele Oye, my friend Dairubanga, Genders, President Association of Nigerian Chambers of Commerce, Akim Shagaya, and many of you, private sector leaders who are here to support Nigeria and the country. I say thank you very, very much. Thank you. Thank you all of you. And that is why I ran for president, to help all of us mold the soul of our country in the right direction. Don't care where you come from. It's the only country that you and I have. Whatever you experience here, I've gone through it. You are not new. I've been a guard man I've been a tutor, and I was a brilliant student. I know that. No semester that I missed the dean's list. I joined Deloitte, one of the biggest accounting firms, trained me. And my first question is, do you have branches in Nigeria? And they said, we have a lot of clients that will take you if you want to go home. And I started winding my way back until I got to ExxonMobil. With ExxonMobil, I was a very successful accountant, auditor general, treasurer, and then venture into politics with a can-do attitude. You can do it. Don't be despondent in any form, any way. What do we need? A change of mindset. Mindset that honest work for honest day, honest hours work will pay off eventually. Be determined, be strong. Nigeria is ready to accommodate many. We partner with India, we partner with Canada, we partner with Germany. What is lacking is that we are eating some of our dinners early. We are not producing enough. To even export. It's a matter of good thinking and good planning. These people that I mentioned would not have been successful as they are if they didn't think, question, do it right. If they prefer to cut corners, they won't be as successful. To even own a private jet that brought them here. I salute all of you.
I'm sorry I didn't warn you before I played the video. I know a lot of you are there trying to understand what he's actually saying. When he said he was once like them, he was a guide man, he was a tutor. That means Stephen Obu said he was a teacher. You see, this is something that normally, if Nigeria is a real place, are you with me? Every word that comes out of his mouth, which are pure lies, okay, like gaffes, they would have started fact-checking them. Stephen Obu was a guard man in America. How come that somebody that was doing so well every semester could not provide a single person that would say, this one was my colleague when I was in that school? Okay? Here are some of the record from my school when I was in that school. Like, there won't be all this conflicting information about his birth or his sex or other things about the school, Abi. But in Nigeria, they've managed to use the tribunal to say no evidence against him. So now the man don't go in there. They lie to other Nigerians. I didn't cut corners. I didn't cut corners. I mean, I work with Deloitte, the greatest accountants in the world, trained me. And then they said if I wanted to go to Nigeria, they have some clients that could take me. And, Igbo Niti Fnumbuti Shetuto, where did he teach? Person we talk saying teaching be too tough. Where? But in Nigeria, you don't talk and be that. If you don't agree with him, if you are in doubt, go to court. Abiba will just reason. If anybody disagree, go to court. There is no point. You see, when you lie to yourself again and again and again, at a point you will begin to believe your own lie too. So a lot of you are going to go on a jolly good ride with Tifnumbu. I hope you are ready. I hope. Even if you are not, I'll try and help you to understand what you're about to get yourselves, or you have actually got yourselves into, whether willingly or unwillingly. Then he started talking about Nigeria. Something like, it was talking about something like, but in Nigeria, we ate our dinner early. We are not producing enough. And then you'll be like, okay, maybe he wanted to talk about the economy or something like that, what his own government is going to do to help improve production or whatever. No, it's a motivational speaker. You won't think he's the press idiot. And they are clapping for him because he's motivating them. Wow. Then, from nowhere, he started comparing those who came to the G20 with their private jets as being those who were successful students in their fields. G20 is not for people who have succeeded in their field. G20 is about economists from all over the world, business leaders representing their own different institutions, government from all over the world. Tifnumbu went there with with two private presidential jets. Okay, those are public jets. It's not private jet of his. It's not because of his success. Joe Biden and the rest of all these world leaders who traveled to the United States on their own country jet. These are not private jets. The World Bank executive, Okonjo Iweala and the rest of them who traveled down to India, they went there not on their own success. They went there to represent an institution or institutions that are interested in what is the business for G21. Kind of. So the private jet, they will not be able to fly down here if they had cut corners. They will not be able to fly down here in their private jet. They are in the business of cutting corners. Is that not what the World Economic Forum is all about? Control, and we should get what? We should get more. We should get less. Where should be war, or where should be famine? Where should be COVID and the rest of that? Is that not what this world order is all about? They are busy cutting corners. That's what they do. They make deals called that and all of that. Some of them have to sacrifice their own people if they have to. Yes, okay. The agreement is that we're going to get $50 billion. Okay. But we're going to kill about 14,000 of your people through this experiment. 14,000. So if we give you 20,000 people to kill, you go double the money? No. It's not about the money. What happened is that we need that exact 14,000 people to kill for this exercise. And your country is taking how many? 7,000. Other countries are taking one. Others are, you know what I mean? Like, no. We have people in my country, like Nigeria now. They say, no, we have a lot of people in Nigeria. No, we don't want to share this. See, this one, Nigeria will take it. We'll take it. 14,000 people, we'll give you 14. If you want 15, we'll give you extra. Give us the money. I'm joking. It's not that bad, though. I'm just saying that, talking about the horrible deals that politicians agree to. For example, if they say, we need austerity measure, you need to go to your country and go and devalue your currency. You wait there, they do your ozu, jeje. And they are there in India making deals, economic deals, money, and the rest of that. So when they give them the money, they say, go back to your country and devalue your currency. When they devalue your currency, which means they devalue all of your earnings, they devalue them by that percentage. So you will not go in there. Your 100 naira will suddenly your 100 naira will suddenly lose value. Something you could buy with 100 naira before, right? Now you need more than 100 naira to buy it. Or, your 100 naira value has dropped down to 40 naira without doing anything. Nobody say you play the tail. Nobody say you do anything wrong. You are just there in your way, and these criminals are everywhere making deals. So when they now say, go and devalue your currency, do you know millions of people that is going to lead into poverty? That's what I'm trying to say. That, okay, if we devalue, how much money you want to give us? We'll give you $5 billion. You see this $5 billion, we cannot put it beside your Naira. Your Naira has no value. We need you, for currently, $1 to a Naira is 920 Naira to $1. Now, if we want to give you 5 billion, we can't do it that way. So we need you to go and devalue your currency. Let the dollar to a Naira, at least. We can do something around 1,200 Naira to $1. So go and remove 3%. Go and remove 4%. Go and remove 5% of the value of your money. Or if we remove the 5%, if we remove the 3%, our Naira is going to fall further. It's going to fall. You said you need the 5 billion. Above, do you want the 5 billion or you don't want the 5 billion? Yes, we do. We want the 5 billion to fund education. We need the 5 billion to fund healthcare. We need the 5 billion to fight terrorism. So if you want the 5 billion, yeah, go and remove 5% from the value of your currency. And then you wake up the following Monday, say, Naira to $1 is now 1,100 Naira to $1. You say, so that's exactly the same thing. When they go somewhere, make a deal. That's what they do. They cut corners and say, okay, how many people go become poor if we take this money? Maybe just about 10 million people. 10 million. 10 million, okay. We are already poor anyway. So what is 10 million? Give us the money. We'll do it. So then all of you, those of you who have jobs, who have businesses, who have this or that, then suddenly you begin to lose them. You begin to think that there's some people behind, some, some evil people behind your life or your business, your everything. You don't know that these are the real evil. The deal says they should cut the currency. No matter how much you work, you're going to lose more than 10-20% of the value of what you earn. If I work in the UK and they pay me £1,000, the value of my £1,000 is £1,000. But if you work in Nigeria, as you are waiting to get paid at the end of the month, now, let's say you are waiting to get paid 1 million Naira at the end of the month. Now, here is the problem. When I get paid my own £1,000 at the end of the month, the value of my £1,000 is still my £1,000. By the time, this is pretty much like the first week of September, right? So in another 3 weeks, with this way of these criminals, right? Your 1 million Naira, by the time they pay you your 1 million Naira at the end of the month, it must have lost at least maybe 10%, even if you have 5% of the value. So if they say, you have 1 million, and the value of that 1 million has dropped by 10%, that's 100,000 Naira. Like without doing anything, you didn't do anything, you didn't buy anything, you didn't, but it is still 1 million you are holding, But the thing is that the value of it has dropped. And if you don't understand that economics, I'll give you this example. You have 1 million Naira and you can buy 10 of this at the rate of 100,000 Naira. You buy 10 of this with your 1 million Naira. Okay. Now that is the beginning of the month. So by the end of the month, you want to go back and buy 10 of this again for your 1 million Naira. It has changed. Now you still have 1 million and I still have 10 of this. But the difference is that even with that, your 1 million, now you will need to buy, your 1 million can only buy 5 of this now. It is this same box, so nothing changes, just same thing, hearing, right? But what has changed is that the value of that, your 1 million Naira, has depreciated within a space of 3 weeks, even though you didn't do anything. So now I'm going to sell this to you for 200,000 Naira. And instead of getting 10 of this with your 1 million, you're going to get 5. That is the valuation we are talking about. So those are what they do there. So cutting corners and all of that Tiffany is, the point here is that it's all words. It's all word salad. They don't hold anything per se. But it is good for you to kind of have them on if you have a chance of kind of thinking, So they have added Nigeria, no, not Nigeria, African Union, like all the African countries who are in the African Union as one permanent representative to the G20 summit. So now they're not going to call them G20. Okay, they're going to call them G21. Okay, so G21 are the world economic, big economies who have come together to mingle with, the size of your economy determined. So America, China, Russia, and the rest of them are also part of that, right? And when Modi announced that Africa is going to be part of the G20, it should be a business opportunity for Africa, you say. I have seen more treaties, at least that I've read a lot about treaties that Africans signed. None of them has brought any prosperity to Africa. It is just all.
सबका साथ की भावना से ही भारत ने प्रस्ताव रखा था कि अफ्रीकन यूनियन को G20 की स्थायी सदस्यता दी जाए। मेरा विश्वास है कि इस प्रस्ताव पर हम सबकी सहमति है। आप सबकी सहमति से आगे की कार्रवाई शुरू करने से पहले मैं अफ्रीकन यूनियन के अध्यक्ष को G20 के स्थायी सदस्य के रूप में अपना स्थान ग्रहण करने के लिए आमंत्रित करता हूं।
That is Indy. It was just announcing the addition of a new member, the African Union. African Union should have at least 50 countries. There are over 54 countries in Africa, by the way. So some of them will just say Africa, like Africa is just like a country. In Africa, 54 countries, so 27 of them speaks English. 22 of them speaks French. About 2 or 3 of them speaks Portuguese, or what's that? Spanish, I mean Portuguese. And maybe about few others also speaks Arab, or Arabic rather. So there's no real African language. So I just don't understand why most of the rest of this world, when they want to talk about Africa, they just talk like Africa is just like a country. You know, Africa is just like a one piece. No. It should be. A lot of people wanted it to be, but nah. It's not. That way they kind of always want to put it. But if Africa Union, 54, what do you call it? 54 countries have one single permanent seat in the elite club called G20. I still don't see that as in the interest of Africa, by the way. But it is one of those. And Nigeria was there. Kolu was there. The point somebody sent me a picture where it was like Kolu was, you know, like he was just standing on the side. You say, well, I say everybody, I mean, like, who be this one? I don't mean it that way, okay? I'm just saying that, you know, Kolu got caught where he was like probably wondering where he was, like. Baba, Kolu. However, Modi, which is their president in the prime minister in India, actually welcomed Kolu, Biden, and a few others. Just some clip.
21वीं सदी का ये समय हम सभी के लिए एक पथ प्रदर्शक और साइबर सिक्योरिटी हो, हेल्थ.
So that was him there, like the old man, like, you know, Kolu. His own people, the Ashiwaju people, I don't know why they need to work on that, too. They need to get the Ashiwaju people that will be shouting Ashiwaju or your Mande, so that they can be there as audience. You know, the way they normally do. With that, he can be alive and he won't be lost, like, but he's got friends. He's the president of Nigeria. To them, it's not him. It is the country he came to represent. Nigeria is a big cash cow. A place that they have been milking and milking and milking and milking for decades. And it's still standing, it's not dead. Like, completely gone. Broken apart and all that. So it's not Kolu. It is where he's coming from. And they will always give him that, you know, that kind of a space. And he's, you know, he's done his own work well. the judiciary in Nigeria has managed that all evidence against the crook, the drug lord, is thrown out without even looking at them, because that's the plan, so that he could walk in those places and nobody will be asking him questions. I don't know what Lagarde is asking. I mean, I don't know what she's asking him. So if you are saying he's not got friends, well, what about this? Where they borrow people money be that too. You know, Nigeria is in serious debt. Kalu doesn't have real money to pursue any kind of agenda that he might have promised you. So I'll tell you something tonight. Part of what I have kind of picked up, which is still going to play itself out, right, is that there are a few things that Kalu is being kind of offered, but they still don't have a kind of, they still don't have a clear headway. And what is that? Nigeria is bankrupt. In case if you don't understand that, Nigeria at it on. But Nigeria can still, in a way, look around and get some slush funds that before Nigeria completely collapse of bankruptcy, they can still be patching it in a way with some slush funds like slush loan and all that. But they are looking into putting together a team like Obasanjo did, okay, that will go about and start begging the world for debt forgiveness. Currently, the debt of Nigeria, local and foreign, is over $150 billion. Are you listening? There is no way Nigeria will pay that money back. Nigeria can't pay that money back. And something has to be done in the next few months. So what they are looking at is, if they will have a team that can start the debt forgiveness sort of campaign, so that the debt of Nigeria from that huge debt somehow can be cut down, because Nigeria is done for. The foreign reserve of Nigeria is only, the balance there is just about $3 billion. A whole Nigeria, $3 billion in foreign reserve. The Central Bank of Nigeria, before now, you were hearing that they printed over 23 trillion naira for Bukwari. Sanusi came out 2 days ago and he said it's actually over 30 trillion naira that Emefiole printed for Bukwari. Where is the money? You know one thing? They've shared it. The sad thing is that they said, out of all the loan they are getting here and there and the money here, you know what they did under Bukwari? That round tripping. You know, remember that round tripping I kept talking about and talking about that destroyed Nigeria economy? Or more. They said under Bukwari, over $50 billion changed hands between the Central Bank of Nigeria and a particular company that I can't remember right now. 50 billion. And that 50 billion was through round tripping. Round tripping is that when the real businessmen are buying dollars at, let's say, 700 naira to $1, Central Bank of Nigeria is packing bulk and bulk and bulk of those forex and passing them on to these criminals under Bukwari, who are now reselling them, right, at ridiculous exchange rate. I mean, so they are buying them at cheapest exchange rates. For example, like 200 naira to $1. Over $50 billion went through one single entity alone, among others. So to convince the world to forgive Nigeria of the debts of 150 billion, Baba, Omatofu, or Tifnubu will start have to start picking people up just to pretend that they are trying to recover money, but it's done. But you see that woman that sat with him there, then be like those loan shark. But their own is like the level of their own loan shark is different. It's not like the ones that you borrow 20,000 naira. If you don't pay back, they will post your picture on social media and say missing person or RIP, so that you can call them and come and pay. No. These ones are just like, leech. There's something called leech. Now, one blood-sucking insect. You get? When you look at it, it look harmless. So they are like that kind of loan shark. They're like tick. Once they put the tick on you like this, it will suck your blood and suck your blood and suck your blood. You will be living like you'll be like everybody will be seeing you. How are you? How are you? Maiyegun, how are you doing? I'm fine. I'm very well. Thank you. Very, very okay. But people will be looking at you and say, but you are not okay. You don't look okay. Maiyegun, you know the shop, ni? Say, are they shop? What's happen? Sorry, I just thought I should ask. You okay? I say, yeah, I do okay. I'm very okay, very strong. Okay. That's exactly what they look like. You get that leech. They're like tick. They will give you the money. Attach some conditions that will have to do with will have impact on your general economy. They know you don't have to pay the money back. But it is a way of saying, see, you know you are owing us so and so. Say, yeah, no, I didn't forget. Well, we are thinking that we should renegotiate that, and then we are looking at something there that we need. Could you give us that? At least, so anything you want. As long as you're not going to put my name in red that I have sort of missed my payment. So no, we can't do that to you now. You are a friend. No, we will not put your name in red. Okay? But we need lifting of crude oil in Nigeria at this rate for this our client and this our partner. Their money is part of the money we gave to you 3 years ago that you said you wanted to use to build train. Yeah, we remember. It's okay, send them over to Nigeria and then we'll send them to Ministry of Petroleum. They will arrange the quota for them and give it to them. So they are like that. They will be taken from you. You'll be looking like you are still living. You are okay, but you are not okay. Look at Nigeria. Is Nigeria okay? Financially? Economically? But they will still give Nigeria money. Yes. So Tifnumbu is looking at, even if they are not going to cancel all the debts, or some of it, by going back to the lenders and say, listen, let's renegotiate them. We can't pay this back, we can't pay that back. Write this one off, we'll give you so and so. Write this one off, we'll pay this amount, write that one off. But in a way that it will come around as if to say, since they cannot take the money from Bokuwari and the APC criminals and all of them all over the place, they are bankrupted Nigeria. Tifnumbu has secured, debt forgiveness. That would be a breaking news. Hey, they've forgiven Nigeria $18 billion. World Bank has written off Nigeria debt $2 billion. Breaking news. No. As you are reading the breaking news of writing off $18 billion debt, you'll be seeing it underneath as well that Nigeria is in the process of taking another $30 billion loan so that they can fund infrastructure in Nigeria. There you go again. Rat race. Abi? Well, unfortunately, I like the fact that I don't do publication. So if me, I won't say anything. Now my face, now my name, now my eyes, you go see there. So if you want to arrest me or if you want to sue me, you know who to call. It is not the case in most cases in Nigeria. That's not the case for others. This issue of a tribunal or no tribunal. This issue of the Gen Z, that this younger generation asking for good leadership or good governance in Nigeria. And the old guard, the old order, trying to let you understand that no, that is not how it is done. We set the rules. You will follow the rules. We tell you when there is going to be a change, not you telling us that you want it. And they will use everything to clamp down on you. But what I kind of think, I don't think it's new until I'm beginning to see it as like, wow, they are still doing it. They still do that. Say, if well, you better be careful. If you commit any crime, if they don't see you, they go carry your mama out. You know those days, when they were warning you. My friend, I'm telling you, be very careful. Oh. If you go do anything, if they don't see you, they go carry your papa out. Ẹni tó bá bímọ ọ̀ràn ló máa pọ́n o. He will give birth to what do you call it? A child that you can't discipline or something like that. Now you go bear the brunt. That's Nigeria thing. But it's actually illegal. If I commit a crime, I should be the one. Not my brother, not my sister, not my son, not my wife, not my mom or dad. But in Nigeria, that's not the case. If they don't see you, may they carry your papa. Everybody, why your papa not tell you, say, may you stop criticizing government? Nigeria is a lawless place. It's a crime scene. And the police that are supposed to uphold the law, they are breaking it. A publisher published that they had an intel that Isaleko Barack Obama, I'm talking about Jangbadi, Albert Einstein, Fashola, the Oluwole Sherlock, Abishena Sherlock Holmes, Inspector Fash. They said he's the one who is writing the tribunal judgment. And he called DSS. Realizing that the publisher is not somebody they could get a hold of, they called his brother. And they said, listen, we have this job for you. And this job is an advert placement at your brother's publication. So is there a way we can see you in Abuja, like in the next 1 hour or so? Is that all right? And he was like, yeah, I'm in Abuja. But have you tried his number? Have you called him? He said, yeah, we've been calling him and we've not really been able to get him. And this person is leaving Abuja this evening. And we saw that you are also like one of their reporters or something like that. We don't know about. Can we see you? And maybe we can make that arrangement. And the guy went on to go and see them. He went to go and see DSS. And DSS picked him and handed him over to the police. And that was 28 days ago. They said, for defamation of character, defaming Fashola, is supposed to be a civil suit, isn't it? Is that a criminal suit that, no, it's civil. You sue me, even if you sue me for criminal what have you, it still has to be in the court. The police can't arrest me. Police can't do anything for me. They should just serve me and I'll come there. Now, when the court says, oh, defamation, you defamed this person with wrong publication, we are now fining your publication 1 million naira. We are fining you 10 million naira for defaming this guy. And I will go to another court and appeal. It's a civil case. For Nigeria police, they kidnapped the brother and they held on to him. And they even did a press conference telling the world that even the brother himself, he has a case to answer. He has been very, very clinical on social media too. In fact, the brother himself even retweeted or he shared that publication. Does that mean you have to keep him for 28 days without any court appearance? But it is Nigeria. Let me just ask a question. I'm not supposed to ask because it's a lawless place, but I'll show you. Look at this.
For the press, ladies and gentlemen, Maiyegun Diary is still my name, Assistant Commissioner of Police and the First Populations Officer of the Nigerian Police Force. Today we want to clear the air on a pending matter of a case of conspiracy, criminal intimidation, cyber stalking, and cyber bullying concerning one Chike Ibezi, and we want Nigerians to have the fact of the case. Following a report from priority terrorist solicitors on behalf of one Mr. Babatunde Fashola SAN against one Nnamdi Emmanuel Ibezi, police investigators from the Force Intelligence Bureau, Force Headquarters Abuja, carried out intensive investigations into the complaint and discovered that the suspect made a false publication on his handle at Reportera News on the social media platform X, formerly known as Twitter, on Saturday, 5th of August, 2023, alleging that the complainant was involved in the drafting of a controversial verdict in the ongoing presidential election petition tribunal, and that the military have been deployed to his residence to restrict movement, thereby intending to cast aspersion on the person of the former minister, which has the potential to cause harm, distress, and damage to his reputation, which is contrary to Section 24 of the Cybercrime Prohibition and Prevention Act of 2015. And of course, as well as posing great threats to his person, threats to national security and stability of our dear country. Further investigations, to with technical and tactical analysis on this matter on many calls used for making the publication in question, it was discovered that it is registered, that particular line was registered to one Chike Ibezim. Armed with this intelligence, police investigators proceeded to the office address of the suspect in Maitama, Abuja, where Chike Ibezim was arrested, while Nnamdi Emmanuel Ibezim, his brother, and one Tope, who it was alleged handles all social media correspondences, are currently at large and have not honored all invitations by the Nigerian police force up to this moment. In this wise, the Nigerian police wishes to state clearly that our radar is on other individuals, particularly fleeing suspects, and those who are involved in other cases alike for possible arrest and prosecution. The Nigerian police force thereby warns again that cyber stalking, cyberbullying, spread of fake information or fake news, misinformation, and or disinformation, and other cyber-related unguided utterances are criminal and capable of eating up the polity and causing chaos in Nigeria or any part of the world. This new trend of cyber stalking and a massive spread of fake news should be discouraged in all manner for our collective sake and the sake of our dear country. The Nigerian police wants to warn again that we will not take it lightly in any way for those who live facts.
A lot of you have no idea how many of these public officials in Nigeria are becoming so paranoid about social media. They fear social media so much that they will break their own laws and unashamedly go on here and start quoting their criminal this or that, yet 28 days. You arrested the brother of a publisher because the number that you found on their website is traced to the brother, and you arrested him. Abi, then declared others wanted because they said military, soldiers have taken over Fashola's house and the rest of that. You haven't had your main suspect on. The guy is there actually telling them, come and take me, come and take me. They say, no, you say, come out, because it's not about the law. If you say something about me right now and I say, police, somebody says something about me, I want you to investigate. Who am I? So I want you to see the face of the young man before I move on.
To be cautious in their actions and statements as a force will not condone activities capable of inciting violence or causing a descent into anarchy. It is imperative for all citizens to embrace peace and maintain calm, regardless of their political affiliations, to ensure a peaceful and secure environment. The police is dedicated to its duty of protecting and serving the Nigerian people and is committed to carrying out these roles with professionalism, impartiality, and utmost dedication. Together, we can ensure a peaceful and secure environment for all of us during this period and beyond this period. Thank you.
My name is Sibezim Chike.
Where do you work?
I work with Next to You. I created the startup in 2017.
So it's your company?
And I'm also a software engineer.
The Next to You is a company?
Yes, it's my startup.
Okay. How is Nnamdi Emmanuel Ibezim to you?
Nnamdi is my elder brother.
Your elder brother, the same father, the same mother?
Yes.
Okay. Who runs this Reportera News platform on Twitter or X platform?
Reportera is owned and run by my brother, Nnamdi Ibezim.
Okay. Where does he work?
Nnamdi works as a journalist and he operates Reportera.
Okay. Does he have any office?
Not to my knowledge. He uses my office as a correspondence address.
Your own office in Abuja?
Yes.
Okay. So where is he now?
I have no idea where my brother is. I've been in detention for 26 days now.
Then who's the owner of the phone they use to make the tweets?
Up to now, I have not been presented with any evidence suggesting my company's number was used to make the tweet. I was just told, and it was stated as that is part of.
Can you please give us the number?
It was stated as part of the
Just hold on a
investigation.
bit. Can you give us the number?
Yes, sir. The phone number is 081
081
464
464
355
355
68.
Do you have idea of that number?
Yes,
Who has
that's
the number?
my company's official line.
Your company official line?
Yeah, Next to You.
Or this is the same line they use to make the tweet?
No, I have no idea.
You have no idea?
Yes.
Okay.
My
But
company's
that's the information we have.
okay. My company's phone number is registered with it's registered for our startup's Twitter handle at Next to You HQ_HQ. I think it can also be verified.
Yes. Based on our findings, we have noticed that number was registered by you. The number 08146435568, registered by you for that company, and this is a line linked to that defamatory and false information concerning the complainants.
Okay.
And that is the revelation so far.
Okay.
But it's important for you to know that whatever it is, you are the owner of the company.
Yes.
Yes, you are the owner of the company, and this is your owner that used to tweet. So if you have any other thing, the matter is still going to be in court. The matter is still going to be charged to court. We are not the one to decide on the case. We have done our investigation, and definitely you're going to court as soon as possible because the case is concluded already, and that is why we are doing this. This is a hint from our whole end here from the police. This is the last thing we want to do. Why other investigation will still go on? Because we know we are looking for those who are at large, and we still have more cases, like I said, of cyberbullying. We have series of complaints against certain individuals, platforms, and what have you. But it's for Nigerians to know that we have a law and we have an act governing how we operate on manage our cyberspaces, and it's very important for people to know. Even some journalists who work, certain individuals.
I don't know if I should. Sorry, I don't know if I can really explain how I actually feel watching that video. I should just keep it to myself, that kind of, because you can tell it was a staged show off to send an intimidating message to all of us on social media. These guys are so scared. They are so paranoid that they started even breaking their own law unprofessionally, like unprofessional conduct. They brought him out to come and humiliate him. But they have no idea that they are doing something wrong. You arrested him and kept him in detention for 26 days. Today is 28th day. For 28 days. Because you couldn't find his brother. And then you said the phone number of the tweet, of the Twitter handle that tweeted the defamation against Fashola. You trace it back to them, and he said, well, that number is my company's official number. So we found out that is the number they used to tweet against Fashola. I was like, that's impossible. You only told me that you didn't give me any evidence. There's no evidence. You didn't give me anything. So it wasn't going according to plan. So they had to quickly switch and said, well, we just want our young people to know that we have laws. Our laws that guide our social space, social media. The same law that came back to tell you that MC Olueron was only joking when he threatened the Igbos that if they burn them where they should come out on the day of election. On the day of election, the Igbos were attacked. They were stopped from voting. Others were killed. The police came out and said, when they said, well, you didn't invite MC Olueron, they said, but he was only joking. He was only joking. So the point here is this. To all of you young people, whether you are currently supporting the Tifnubu and APC, you are going to still be the victim of that lawless place. I promise you that you're going to be the victims too. Because as it is, all they need is just to give you a bad name before they hang you. And in Nigeria, the establishment hates you. Until the day you begin to want to question them too, they will give you the same treatment. So stop rejoicing or being happy that they are hunting down those they believe they could get. You see that guy they put on that screen? The day they catch Maiyegun, the day I find myself in Nigeria and these criminals get a hold of me, you know, say my own go be like, your evidence of the September 2021, your evidence of Kiniko. Do you agree that you did the Kiniko? I mean, I go just do there and say, oh, Benye Koshidano. What do you want to do? You want to shoot and kill me? If I get to a stage whereby they catch me for that Nigeria like that, I may kidnap me. They come put me inside, in front of the camera, expecting me to be looking like scary. Once they ask me questions, so you are the one who has been abusing, defaming the president of Nigeria. You know that we have law. I'll say, oh, Benny Koshidano. See, all of now you are bringing all your cameras here, Abi. So, Alaye, Mr. Policeman, what do you want to do now? You go shoot me and kill me? Would you tell the media as well as your friends how much you are enjoying torturing and then, mentally or verbally torturing me in your custody? Now you brought me in front of the camera so that I can come and do what? Why did you bring me here? You brought me here to come and what? To massage your ego. Alaye be like say, una they mad. You and Tifnubu they mad. I know so they go beat hell out of me that night. But it no matter. But if they catch people like me, that's what they would do. They will say, yeah, see him, see the big mouth. So yeah, he's here now. We have arrested him. We have law. You are abusing our leaders. You are abusing this and that on social media. You are bullying them. Or more, I go just say, because, Baba, what do you want to do? That video is going to be like that for years. Nigeria is a very, very lawless place. We saw what they did with Charade during this whole nonsense too, right? Somebody can catch me and say, we don't catch that Maiyegun. They come put me in front of camera and say, "Are you Maiyegun? What is your name?" We catch one. They will call me one Badero Olushola, aka Maiyegun. You can't read all of that nonsense. Mind you, just so you know, the reason why they brought the guy out to come and face the media is because the same social media, people on social media are dragging the police, dragging the IG, dragging everybody. Oh. That's why they made the mistake of bringing the guy out to come and show you, okay, let us tell you what happened after 28 days, for goodness sake. And you have law. Because the point is not about the law. They want to show him that they have power. We have power. Okay? We have power than what you think. We can take away your liberty. We can put you somewhere. Nobody go free you. We can only free you when we feel like we want to free you. You know that power. We have that. That's what they want to do, not law. Because if they had charged him to court, it would have been 48 hours after they arrested him, Abi. And the case would have been thrown out inside the court. Honestly. No evidence, no nothing. No. Just show of power. We want to arrest your brother. Go. We don't see your brother. Now we have seen you. Even you, sir, we are looking for you too. Oh yeah, come here. Face the camera. So the whole world, we want you to know what is going on. Why we have kept this guy illegally for 28 days. So it's because he did something that is against national security. He wrote a defamatory post. His brother wrote a defamatory post against the former minister in Nigeria. So that's why we are holding him. Oh yeah, stand there. Tell them your name. Because they say, we have arrested one Badero Olushola, a.k.a. Maiyegun General. They can't turn the camera to me. They say, one Badero Olushola. They can't turn camera. Like they turn the camera on that guy. They go say, what is your name? Makokoreni. So now because of me, Oga Police, now because of me, you do all this stage. You call cameramen, call everybody, like say, you have caught somebody who just overthrown government in Nigeria, be like I overthrow government in Niger. Now so I go to talk. Now from there, they go to talk, cut. No interview again. It's over, I swear. Because you see that video, in 5-10 years' time, everybody is going to go back to that video and see the intimidation they wanted to achieve by bringing him on your screen. Okay? So if you can't ask me, what I say, Emi Maiyegun won't pay one Badero Olushola. Ade Jobi Abikilo Poruko Arai. What will be your name, Oga Police spokesperson? So I am the one you are reading about inside that your nonsense draft there, right? And you are calling me one Badero Olushola. You know, like I go be like that too, because I know say, even if they go beat me blue black that evening, all of you now go get that video. You go the what? Who be this guy? Hey, this one now social media. Say, I love his confidence. Well, share it, Maiyegun. But that evening, I mean they go beat. If you see my face a week later, this one don't swear. I don't they wear goggle, and they say, Maiyegun, how is that vision now? Are you seeing well? Are you managing to see clearly? Yeah. The eyes have stopped. The water dropping from my eyes have stopped. They will beat a lot of me. Trust me. I will use the opportunity to tell them there and say, so now me una can't gather here just because you want to satisfy Fashola. So you want me to start what? Answering your question. You want to interrogate me in front of the, like, all the ones you did for 26 days. You are not satisfied. You see media, see all of them. You are already now, you want to do interview. So you are ready, looking for what? You want to do interview and go and show Nigerians that somebody that is criticizing the criminals of Nigeria has been caught by these criminals as well, and they have displayed him. So you want to go and you want to use me as an example. Maybe now from front camera there, they go, they slap me. I'm going to you. Because me, that's why I know they come Nigeria. Look at me very well. I know they come there. There's nothing they do for Nigeria. I don't get business there. Until when there is actually a pointer that shows that a lot of you are indeed tired of horrible leadership, bad governance and all of that. But for now, I haven't seen that. So come back home. If they born you well, then born me well, brother. You see, when you have the highest or largest concentration of slaves, you don't go and join them to prove anything. You will never prove anything. Like somebody once told me, oh, well, a lot of you know that, Abi. They said if you want to fight for the poor people in Nigeria, you have, sorry, if you want to fight for the poor people in Nigeria and you are fighting the criminals in power, alaye, my God, no go, they use the two hand they fight. Oh. You have to use one hand to guide and you have to use one hand to fight. That is why a lot of, you have so many activists today and they look like average mid because they're now one hand that they take fight. Because this other hand that they take and block the wearies, the ombud slaves, Nigerians, who are also called, who send you work? Who send you work? Who said you should fight them? What is your business? Are you better than them, me? Are you better than them, me? They are already there fighting you. Shut up your mouth. Leave them alone. Leave them alone. If you're not your papa, you go talk like that. Yeah, So you want to be fighting their leaders, be fighting their leader. They do gidigbo and they are punching you everywhere. So at the end of the day, you are like this and you're fighting with one hand and you're using one hand to guide. Say, hey, leave me alone. Leave me. I'm fighting for you. Oh my, me will fight if anybody. Oh. You understand right now? I don't fight for anybody. I'm only encouraging you to brace up and stop defending your criminal leaders. Join hands, right? And then all of us can just fight them together. So I've seen enough. And that is why, if you are tired, or when you are tired of a bad government, the world will know. I will know. And maybe right then, you can say, yeah, okay, yeah. Let's go slug it out. Until then, by the way. So yeah, they would be looking for people to use as trophy. Okay? It's not about justice. It's not about rule of law. It is simply about power and ego trip. Sure you get. And that's exactly what is going on in that video clip you watched. Power trip or ego trip. How dare you say that about the minister? Do you know who you are talking to? Do you know who I am? Amy, I will show you that I am I am that I am. Do you know who I am? And who you be? Are you the I am that I am? Yes, I am that I am. I'll show you. I'll take your liberty away. Nigerians, power, ego, nothing to do with law or rule of law, nothing. If not, Fashola will ask his own lawyers to write the publication. You see that, the company that published that falsehood against Fashola? So Fashola would have asked his own lawyer to write them, to retract back whatever they wrote about him. That's the process of the law. You will tell them to withdraw that and apologize. So if you don't, then we are going to take this up as a civil case. But Nigeria police always will come in and say it's a criminal defamation, it's a criminal code, all nonsense. So none of them is intended to actually pursue any law. No, it is to shape you, it's to beat you to size, it's to beat you to shape and say, shut up, don't do that again. Say, sorry, sir, we'll never do that again. Forgive us, sir. Please, sir, we are so sorry, sir. Now you are begging. Look at you now. You are begging me. Anyway, okay. Okay. Anyway, I forgive you. That's ego trip. Is that not ego trip? Is that not power? Kind of, is that law? It is not. And that is why they are keeping somebody who they consider as a co-publisher, even though the person they are looking for, they couldn't find him. And then they had to bring him out there to display him as a trophy. Oh, see you. See the trophy. We just want you to know that no matter where you are, we will catch you whenever we are ready for you. They want to tell you that, listen, you cannot bully us on social media. We will bully you off social media. Anywhere we see you, we'll lock you up. Oh, yeah, go and bully us on social media. When we see you, we'll lock you up. What kind of a country is that? Nigeria. There is more I would love to share, but I didn't know I was going to spend up to 2 hours. I wasn't even going to come on live tonight, but it was going to be too much to miss. For 2 days, 2 straight days, that you won't see Maiyegun, so I am going to see you again tomorrow. We have our Sunday sermon tomorrow anyway. So I want to say thank you to all of you who joined there tonight. Just consider this as gist, update, and all of that, wherever you can. And don't leave without dropping your own offering. Like the broadcast, share it. subscribe, and I will see you some other time. Good night.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number one.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number one.
Maiyegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú.
Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number one.
Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube.
Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number one.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Maiyegun já wa sí.
Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number one.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number one.
Bó bá ṣe eré àní Maiyegun máa wí.
Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number one.
Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number one.
Maiyegun Diary, Diary Politico.
Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number one.
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Maiyegun.
Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number one.
Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number one.
Àní Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number one.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Presido bá rúfin o.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀. Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o. Ayé.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Ha! Kì máa yí ṣeré.
ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀ kì máa ṣeré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀ ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
tẹnitẹni ọmọ Maiyegun ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún sọ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. èèpo ọ̀gọ̀ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti jọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàmù. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì o ẹ̀yin bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.